on, babies.
Just like, never mind.
Is that good? See you next
Was it a big sip?
Speaking of GAY, what do you say we start the show? Sunmine Sports Show, where we talk all things Boston sports. Big show today, boys. Lots to get to. So let's start off with some opening takes. Ray, you were under suspension for take stealing, so you got to go first. Please, your opening take, man.
Thank you there, Richard. I think I'm going to bring back something that our old colleague had once with the Jeremy Swayman signing the 8-year, $8.25 million. I am going to say that he will never win a Stanley Cup in Boston, and I am bringing back the butthole tattoo. Folks, this guy is not going to do it. He is soft. He basically cried during his negotiations because he wanted to get his way and set the market. $0.25 million isn't setting the market. You didn't do anything. You just fucking put your tail between your legs and went to Boston. And you couldn't even show up on opening night where you got your doors blown off. So the butthole tattoo is back into play, and I am going to say that I'm going to be the recipient if the Bruins win a Stanley Cup.
Oh, fantastic. That was going to be my next question. And for anybody new to this, I think Bobby might be new to this. Our old colleague and co-host, Bill, the Queen, Billy Badwords, put it out there in the ether on the show when Tuukka Rask was at one point in time shitting his pants like he always does, that if the Bruins won a Stanley Cup with Tuukka Rask in net, he would get a butthole tattoo of Tuukka Rask's mouth around the butthole and his mask and the whole thing. And now Ray is taking that challenge on for the next 8 years at least with Jeremy Swayman and the Bruins spending the cap every year. That's a bold thing.
He's just too soft. I don't think he can do it. He's never been the main guy. He's always been a platoon goalie. He's always had a backup.
This is Bobby. You immediately just became a Bruins fan.
Well, yeah, not only that, and I'm just surprised by the amount of gay innuendo coming out of Raymond today.
Oh, he's got a real thing going on today. He's definitely had some thoughts about this. And you know what?
He must have seen a very good-looking man.
First of all, it's 2024. You should be able to love who you love. Secondly, for the show, it'd be great. We need a little diversity on this thing. So take it on. Take it in. Take it wherever you got to take it.
Well, take it wherever.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bobby, your opening take.
So my opening take is this. With Drake Maye finally making his debut, Alex Van Pelt can maybe earn his money. We can see what his Drake Maye offense will be. Whatever the Jacoby Brissett offense is, that can't be the Drake Maye offense. We've heard that they were going to run something completely different. It was going to look different. They need to open it up. They need to do what this kid does best. Let him move around. Let him sling the ball. We can't be doing the dumb plays that they were doing with him. And we'll see if he's going to stick around, because if he's going to fail and look like crap in his first season for the remainder, then there's no way you can keep this guy around. So let's see if he earns his money from the Cleveland Browns.
A lot of gay innuendos on that one too. Crap, stick, open wide.
Catch him,
spread it out.
Look, I'll go Patriots on my opening take as well. I'll go bigger picture. Clearly, this was not the plan for Drake Maye. They are reacting. They've been reacting since day one. I feel like a broken record. I think last week's take was about the crafts for me. I'll just move it down the line to Elliot Wolf. The whole lot of them. Jerod Mayo's press conference, which we've got some clips of, and we will talk about his response to the questions of the expedited timeline. These guys, to kind of digging into your point, Bob, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. And it's as evident of a transparent wrong move to put Drake Maye in to start right now that everybody can see. It baffles me. I think I've said this on the program before. It baffles me that people of power responsible for this amount of money make such transparent, stupid mistakes that has repeated through history time and time again. Us three morons on the Simple Mind Sports Show could have done a better job putting this team in a position to succeed this year than the fucks down there in Foxboro. And it baffles me that franchises continue to do this. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Why are the Cleveland Browns still the Cleveland Browns? And why are the Bengals still the Bengals? That's why Joe Burrow's not a top 5 guy, right? Because the Bengals are the fucking Bengals. And they can't get out of their own way, even with Joe Burrow.
He's transitioning to be a lesbian.
Yeah, pull me out of single screen. Thank you. It's baffling to me that teams and organizations continue to do this. And you better pray that this is just like a Brady hangover. And forever I said the Brady hangover is going to be a long time because they were so good. They have to take their lumps of being so bad. But, it's trending towards you're the Cleveland Browns again. It's trending toward early 90s Patriots. And there's nothing that's going to pull you out of that unless, like we said last year, Drake Maye's ball sack is big enough to pull out as a sail to sail all of New England out of this dismay. And even then, are you better than the Bengals, or will he just be a top six quarterback and Joe Burrow go 1-4 and never make it back to the Super Bowl again? It's sad times, but they have invoked the most dangerous emotion here in New England, hope, with Drake Maye starting this week. That's where we'll do a lot of our Patriots talk. Drake Maye, the era begins on Sunday, so we're going to do a lot of that. The response from it, what we expect, the first game, the Houston stuff, all that talk. We got 10 questions from around the NFL and beyond with Chief Bobby. Bear with me, I didn't put any of this in. We got a quick Big Mac power rankings. We haven't done that in a while, so we'll give you the room there, Big Mac. It's going to be a Big Mac heavy show.
Yeah, it's very heavy. I don't know why you're putting a lot of pressure on me.
See what I did there?
Dude, you did
Very
a
heavy.
joke.
We're gonna split up Big Mac segments with a little Bruins talk to give Bobby a breather. Reflect back on that first game and just what this team looks like. Again, top 6, woof. And then we got a Dr. Big Mac's Big Brain. This one should be simple, easy, quick, because it's so fucking stupid, but very funny. Pooping and pondering. Ray apparently skipped 5th grade science class. And then the simplest minds of the week, Belichick edition, Bill Belichick edition. That is.
And Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs.
Lieutenant Dan, where your legs? Those your magic legs, Lieutenant Dan?
Magic legs. This is my sports show, Friday Rewind, Thursday, October 10th. Welcome to the show. Apparently, the Celtics are dumb front-running pussies. This is the same team they have been for 4 years running.
Well, my worst nightmare came true. Missoula and Mayo are friends. What the fuck? Apparently they've known each other since Virginia. They have these docking sessions where they talk about ball and managing people.
I'm on vacation. I'm going to quay all these. I'm going to fucking watch them this week.
Do you say quay?
Is it not quay?
It's Q. It's Q. It's Q-U-E. You idiot. I got something troubling on my mind. I got something troubling on my mind. I got something. Just jotting down some notes.
See that? We
Right.
drawn down there.
I was just drawing pictures of dicks. Ray,
Huh.
are you today's date? Because you are 10 out of 10.
Oh, go on. Thank you.
I meant to use that earlier. Forgot.
Suck it, Vine. Suck it. See how you didn't say it for you there? Fucking put another weight on you, bitch.
You need the confidence boost, Patty.
I'm going to lose my legs.
Bobby apparently didn't get the memo on the studio lighting. So, no,
Nope.
you're fucking four at best. At least you got weights on the bar this time. He's moving up.
His wife was working out beforehand.
Oh,
It wasn't even him.
He's pumping out the stress of having to watch his kids. Ooh, I got to babysit my children. Suck it, Vine. 10 out of 10, Ray. Looking great. I'll tell you who's a 10 out of 10. Drake goddamn May. All right. Or better hope so. Jesus Christ. The conflicting emotions for me this week have been too much to handle. I'll tell you that. Everything about this screams it's going to end up in disaster. Just they've failed. The Patriots have failed every single test that they've been given since basically the announcement of Jerod Mayo calling his owner Thunder. It's just been nothing but nonsense and failures time and time again outside of week 1 beating top 6 quarterback Joe Burrow. Beyond that, and this is, on the surface, no different. The decision on the surface is no different. It's a fail. It's a reaction. It's a fail. If Jalen Polk comes down, understands the rule, he can't put his heel down out of bounds, toe taps it, they win. Jacoby Brissett starting this week. Agree or disagree?
Agree.
I think we would still be playing if they beat the Dolphins.
So that alone, I'm not saying anything nobody knows, and we don't have to belabor on the point that the decision is fucked up and extraditing his timeline for Drake Maye. Or maybe we want to. I don't know. Do you want to talk more about that in the failure that is the Patriots moving into the season and the fact that they are forced into playing the number 3 overall pick, who some people said needed 2 years to season in the NFL, and here we are in week 6, about to get his brains bashed in by the one of the top 5 defenses in the league this year? Do you want to just take a minute to talk about how fucking bad it is?
It's very bad, but I think it's very bad. But I think the reason why they're calling for it is because the seats are empty. I mean, Zoe made it during the broadcast. He was saying how it was a 1-score game, and you look down in Gillette Stadium, and there were seats empty because no one fucking cares about this team because they know how bad they are. What would make it exciting to go to Gillette Stadium this weekend? What would bring up ticket prices? Bring on the 3rd overall pick. Bring Drake Maye in. So I think it's a more of a PR move than anything to have Drake Maye start this week.
Let's talk about that, Bobby. How do you think this decision was made? So just to timeline it back, and you brought up, you have a good timeline in your own fashion of how do we get to Drake Maye that we'll end the segment with, but just the decision itself. Ray, do we have that clip of Mayo? It's in here somewhere, right?
Yep.
Of not expedient. All right, give me a second just to.
Yeah. Tell me when you want me to play it, baby.
So the decision itself to go to Drake Maye, Jerod Mayo in his press conference mentions ownership, and everybody was on board, but it's his own decision. We've heard every decision made is only his decision. He's made a point of making that clear, which is obvious that it's not his fucking decision, that because he's telling us that it is so much. And the fact that we learned that Drake Maye would be a starter on a Tuesday where the team was off and did not come from head coach Jerod Mayo, or he certainly didn't tell it to his team first, not 100%, but heavily indicates that it came from somewhere in management. Where else would it come from? The fact that it was Rappaport and Schefter who have ties with ownership. And if you listen to some of the national media, they're reflecting on it too. Just paint me a picture of how that went. Like, how did it go and why did it go that way? And what are the repercussions of it inside the building?
So I think it starts with their expectations for the season. They had the expectation for the season of Jacoby Brissett was going to look like a functioning, normal.
Can I stop you and ask you who they is?
So they would be Wolf, Elliott, AVP, Mayo, AVP. And
where's ownership
is the decision maker there?
He's wrong. He's already wrong. It was Jonathan, Robert, Elliott, AVP, then Mayo. Mayo's the last one that fucking probably found out about this.
Sorry, Bobby, to interrupt you, but I think they is part of, if the expectations where you want to start, I think we have to throw ownership into that.
Well, that's part of the expectation is what they want in a season. But then there also is how you're going to look when you're playing. Then they get out there and they see the product on the field and they see the team literally deteriorating around itself and getting to the point where not only is it the worst product possibly on the field in the NFL, worst to watch, but also possibly literally just the worst team. And then where we all know how this ownership craft and Jonathan has this pride where they're the ones setting themselves up as they're the ones to be the savior and the setup. We created the first dynasty, and this is what we're going to do to save it, to bring it back into the next era, where they can then have this season be a complete and utter wash, where they're the ones that so publicly talked about how smart they were to set it up as they've done. So they're looking for a savior, and the only thing they have is Drake Maye.
The pressure from ownership forced the hand.
The pressure, that's how it kind of starts at the top, but then also it really, so you have the expectations set up, then you have the reality that's happened on the field, and then you only, in order to get different results and just not live in your suck, you have to turn to, you're constantly going to try new things, and the only thing they have of any deference, of any true value is Drake Maye. So
Can I stop you real quick, though? Because on September 20th, AVP came out and basically said the best way for Drake Maye to learn is to watch. Not play this year, watch. Figure out everything. Now go to October, 7th? It pretty much comes out, and now Drake Maye. So what happened in 3 weeks' time that make Drake Maye come out here and be the starting quarterback?
It's a dumb opinion to begin with, though, just for him to watch. The best way for you to learn is to actively do, especially if you're talking about playing a sport.
Well, you can have that opinion, but also when AVP was asked that question, Drake Maye was the backup quarterback. So what is he going to say? He should play and then not start him. A lot of people have brought that point up, Ray, and that was my immediate response. What do you want him to say? He should play? Then fucking play him. Like
he's your third overall pick. I mean, but he said basically all season long, like it wasn't a question about when should he start. It was like, what is your expectations of Drake Maye this year? How do you expect him to learn? And he said by watching the season.
I keep hearing that AVP's opinion is he wants Jacoby Brissett because he knows his system. I just start to reject that. There's averaging 12 fucking points a game, okay? Jacoby Brissett's not running his system. He's failing the system, all right? He's not good. He's been one of the worst quarterback in the league. Any offensive coordinator with a brain is going to say, give me somebody else to throw in there. The only trepidation of not benching Jacoby Brissett 2 weeks ago was the fact that this kid is raw as fuck and they didn't want him to play this year at all. That's it. And they have now moved their timeline up because they blow. They suck. 12 points a game. They are making this move to help them. Jerod Mayo, Alex Van Pelt on the field. They are making this move to make them better on the field. This is not a Drake Maye decision. This is a New England Patriots decision. We need to be better on the field. We have a better guy in the room. Brissett's not getting it done. Bring this kid in. And then the other side of the coin, and I don't know who's, maybe Elliot Wolf is the only voice saying, well, he's not ready. We don't want to ruin him. He's the future of our franchise. That voice became too small to, you're out. We're not doing it anymore. We suck too bad. We got to get in there. The stadium's emptying. Jonathan's pissed. Robert doesn't want to see this anymore. They don't want to score 12 points anymore. It's time for the kid. Let's go. And you know who does that? Loser fucking franchises over and over and over and over and over again. They never had a plan. They were flying by the seat of their pants from Germany game last year when they decided to fire Bill and move up the timeline for Mayo. Everybody's timeline's bumped up. Nobody knows what they're doing. They're completely reacting and hoping it works out. Hoping. That's it.
You also wonder what you want to know what the locker room's like too. Like, what's the morale in the locker room? Like, is everyone just?
Sorry to interrupt you. It sucks. Well, they know Brissett can't get it done. They think maybe May can get it done. They know he can scramble out of it and run for 30 yards, and that gives them the better chance to win, but it's not going to produce you a good quarterback down the line. That's not going to develop your quarterback. He's just going to athletically keep you in games more than Jacoby Brissett is, and that's better for the head coach as a first year. Maybe you get an extra win out of it. It's better for an offensive coordinator, not scoring 12 points a game. The numbers should go up just because of the athletic ability of Drake Maye. All of the things are better for everybody except for Drake Maye.
Would it be more
unless he's really fucking good and his nutsack expands across New England and sails us to the promised land. Otherwise, he's going to get his fucking brains beat in as the third quarterback taken off the board. We don't even know if he can play. And the odds are he's going to get ruined. He's going to get Sam Darnold. That's the odds.
Drake, we could go back, Jones, too. Would it be more exciting, though, if he threw for like 2 touchdowns and over 200 yards and we still lose? Would that be more exciting and more promising for you?
Significantly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, 225 yards, a nice
even
scramble.
like 3 interceptions.
Losing
maybe
a game 24-28 is a significantly better experience than 10-15.
I'll tell you what else comes with that. 5 sacks, 4 horrible throws where you go, I don't even know what he's looking at. A running game that's out of whack because he can't really read a defense and they don't get in the right position, false start penalties, everything. It's going to look sloppy, but sure, maybe we get a 40-yard throw and touch, and we may get some more points.
I want to go back to one point here, though, to Elliot Wolf's plan, because I think we probably agree that it was more his plan to sit. It was a loser plan to begin with. You look at the other quarterbacks that are first year starting. They all started slow, and now games 4 and 5, they're starting to come on. Because since day one, literally since they were drafted, they were given every rep, everything trained as the number one. They got all the professional development. So their lumps are already over. That's what, all those teams, they kind of lost some games at the beginning. Now they're starting to come on strong. It's just that's the way of the league when you take your lumps early, not bring him in as a savior, because he's going to have to take some lumps now. It's going to, even if he's good, it's going to take him 2 or 3 games, just like we've seen that already takes these other guys a few games. You got to learn the game speed.
Yeah, and the other guys had a team built around them. So,
yes, they did.
Good luck, Drake. Can I actually hear the Ray? Can you play me the Jerod Mayo clip, seeing as we've been talking about that so much? This is him asked a question: was the timeline sped up for Drake Maye to start?
Look, don't think it's a secret. Our offense hasn't been performing the way that we all hoped it would. So, to answer your question, ask the question again. I want to make sure I said
Was the plan expedited, or
no?
are you starting earlier than you envisioned?
No, I wouldn't say the plan was expedited. Like, again, the end of training camp, he was trending up, and that never slowed down. So at this point, he gives us the best chance to win.
The audio was not great there, so if you didn't hear it, sorry. He was asked, was the plan expedited? He said, can you ask the question again?
and then he said, I wasn't really expedited. It just went faster.
Yeah.
I do the same thing because, like, I don't know what the big words are. So I'm like, can you just ask that one more time so I know what you're saying? So I can
and that's fine. But again,
I hope they get hit by a truck in the 10 seconds they ask a question.
It baffles me, people of power. Like, dude, you're going to get asked that question. You don't have something lined up. Fuck, you went to corporate school. You went to craft management school. You don't have something lined up for that question? Mm-hmm. Jesus Christ. If we have time, maybe we'll do this next week. The highlights of Coach Vibe's bumbling idiot hypocrisy. And I have a theory of why that is, but it's not the main story today. So if we get to it, we get to it. Let me give you this though, from Phil Perry, NBC Sports Boston. Well, let's switch the gears a little bit. Let's move back to that hope, that the ever dangerous emotion that is hope, that we all feel. I said that. Admit the mixed emotions this week. Excited. Can't say you're not excited to see Drake Maye. You're just very, 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 very nervous and possibly sure it's going to fail, but excited. So here's five things to know. First one is the most important. Okay. This is again, Phil Perry, NBC Sports Boston. I'll skim through this, a lot of words. Maye is ready, ... enough. He goes on to say the Patriots opted to go with Brissett, but since then, Maye has only continued to impress with his performance on the practice field. He received 30% of the starting reps and has steadily shown more growth in his ability to play within the structure. Both the Patriots offense and opposing offenses when asked to run the scout team. Understanding that practice does not fully replicate game reps, he's impressed teammates with how he's handled the blitz situations and third down scenarios. And his athleticism and arm strength have been apparent. That right there, Bobby, is what impressed me in that paragraph. Handling blitz situations and third down scenarios. We know about the athleticism and arm strength. And this all may be bullshit, but if he can handle, he's going to have to handle that, blitz scenarios and third down situations. So if he can handle it better than Jacoby Brissett, yeah, it might be a plus in that column.
I don't think as a fan base we've ever seen athleticism from the quarterback position from one that we watch. I mean, I know as a Patriots fan, I watch those games in full. Then, when I get a chance to watch other football games, I watch them. But to actually see that on display as a Patriots fan is what I think is exciting, to watch a different brand of football. And we'll see what the kid's got. He's going to have to put it all on the line out there. He's going to need everything he can handle.
And to Phil's second point here, they need him on the move. One team source indicated that Maye's ability to get out of the move and make plays on his legs is one of the reasons why the Patriots, who have been forced to play off schedule because of patchwork offensive line, are turning to him and hoping for better results. And also, let me just go back to the Jerod Mayo. Was his timeline expedited? Look, you told us that you were giving him 30% of the snaps all season. Just like give us. Yeah, look, it may be a little bit sooner than we thought, but he progressed faster than we thought. We've been giving him 30% of the snaps since the regular season. Kid's ready to go. Put a vote of confidence out there, Mayo. You fucking dope. Don't ask the question to be asked again. Jesus. I thought the corporate stooge would have, that would be his number one goal and role, to handle the media. If you can't do it on the field and you can't do it off the field, what is Jerod Mayo doing here? Anyway.
He doesn't do a lot.
Third point, quote, and this is in quotations, progress from the line. Perry's talking about the offensive line here. He goes on to say there was optimism in the building Monday that the Patriots would be able to play the same offensive line in 2 consecutive weeks. Golf clap. Snaps. For the first time this season, Sunday against the Texans. Against Miami, New England had 5 different players starting at the 5 different positions compared to the unit they rolled out against the Niners the week prior. And let me just scroll down real quick because I have that pressure rate from those starters. Here you go. Here's the pressure versus the Dolphins.
Hold on. I got that for you too, so keep going.
Here's the pressure for the Dolphins that they're excited about to roll this line out again for their rookie.
Talking about this. Are you talking about this right here?
Nope, that's not it.
All right. Sorry.
Pressure versus the Dolphins. Here's your offensive line. Starter Nick Leverett had some type of record. I don't know if it was a Patriots record or an NFL record. Nine pressures allowed as your starting center, right up the gut,
Right up the middle.
Your $20 million man, Mike Nwenu, 3 pressures at right guard. They moved him back inside to where he's supposed to be a top guard in the league. 3 pressures. Demontre Jacobs moved him out of left tackle from last week, moved him to right tackle. 2 pressures there. FJ, Michael Jordan at left guard. City So, I guess, suited up for 1 game. He's done. 1 pressure. Antonio Gibson picking up the blitz, 1 pressure. And the savior, goddamn savior at left tackle, Vidarian Lowe, clean slate, 0. So that's the line they're excited about to put out for the 2nd week in a row for the first time. They've seen progress, quote progress. And I'll just say this, making fun of him. I think Drake Maye will do better behind that line than Jacoby Brissett.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
He's going to get rid of the ball. That's the difference. He's just going to get rid of the ball, or he's going to move. He's not going to stand there like a dweeb.
Yep. And he goes on to say this has been building. They've been planning to do this for quite a long time. Real quick, before we get to the ending segment here of how do we get here? Let's just hear from the kid. We haven't heard from him all season. Let's put him on the big screen here. Let's hear from Drake Maye.
A little southern twang.
Yeah, I was just trying to prepare and try to stay ready every week. I think that's the thing about this league. You never know when your number's going to get called, so try to stay ready. And I think, like I said earlier, Jacoby, I think he did all he could. I think he battled his butt off and was a great leader. So I think kind of the biggest thing is it's a winning league. We're sitting here at 1-4, and I think these guys around here want to win.
Ricky Bobby, I don't know what to do with my hands. What do I do with my hands?
He's
where
itching
do
to
I go?
do something.
I'm just itching to get out there and throw that pigskin around.
Yeah, he is.
You ain't first, you're last.
He absolutely drove the short bus to school one year.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Not at all. It gives you it builds character, and it shows you need a little bit of that out there.
Yep. Let me give you a little psychology projection on this kid. As I think he's the youngest of 4 Meathead brothers. 5. This is a Gronk situation. Got the shit kicked out of him. Everyone big, athletic. His older brothers were probably massive bullies, like classic jock bullies. And he grew up getting beat up by those kids, did not bully his friends in school or anybody in school. He's like, I know what that's like to get the shit kicked out. I'm not going to do that. Also, I'm the fucking man. So he's got that like coming of age, the lead character, perfect fucking vibe going on. Anybody's just dumb enough and just big enough and just strong enough to get the shit kicked out of him. Is he smart enough to be an NFL quarterback? That's not even smart. Just like, are you good enough? Can you figure it out? Can you figure it out?
They said it. That was the draft. They said he was the smartest guy in the draft, pretty much, that he would be the one that figure it all out.
Then why do these fucking morons say it would take 2 years? It doesn't make any sense.
Well, I know that makes it. Look, Jaden Daniels is like 25 years old. He played in college for 6 years.
And yes, exactly. He played.
And he sucked at Arizona State, and then you gave him an entire NFL roster, and he was great with LSU. Drake Maye's 21, right? Or 22?
He's 21.
He's 20.
He's very
21?
young. He's definitely not 20. You fucking idiot. He's 20. He's very young.
Watch a lot of Aaron Hernandez.
He's very raw. He played in the ACC. He didn't play in the SEC. So all those things, you can understand why they said that he would be a project. And Caleb Williams was, he got all the media attention and has the athleticism. So yeah, I can kind of understand that. Both of them, the odds are he's not going to be good, but I like his moxie. All right, there's the hope. There's your ever dangerous.
He's got moxie. I agree.
Patrick Mooney sums it up best. He has a medium dick on campus. That's not a fact. That's not opinion. That's a fact because Patrick Mooney is a dick expert.
I don't even hate the medium dick on campus. I bet Brady had a medium dick on campus.
No fucking way. That thing was just fucking hanging out there all the time.
No chance Brady has a big dick.
When we talking when he was in college?
Yeah.
When he was in college, he couldn't even start. He had what's his name?
Because his fucking coach didn't like him.
All right, we're late on this. Right, Bobby, do you want me to do this, or you want to run through this? The comprehensive. How did we get to Drake Maye?
All right, I'll go through.
How do we get there? It's fair to say that every plan the Patriots laid out this first season has failed outright. That's more than fair. That's what's happened. It's been a failure. We've been talking about this for the last 20 minutes. The coaching plan, Elevate Mayo and Covington. Bring in AVP as the OC to oversee Drake Maye's development and initial offense. To keep it brief, AVP is fat. He's stubborn as an outdated offense, which has only managed 12 points a game. Woof. Covington had been better, but not the same production as Belichick's defense. Mayo's team culture is under heavy scrutiny, as we already seen the player unrest, undisciplined play, and a possible mutiny and a alleged strangling. Verdict, coaching plan, fail. Acquire the next piece of this plan here. How do we get to Drake Maye? Acquire high-end receiving talent. They made an offer for Calvin Ridley and attempted to trade for Brandon Ayuk. Calvin Ridley's girlfriend said, fuck that place. They didn't give enough money. They both said, hell no. Verdict on acquiring receiving talent. Boys?
Fail.
You can take me off the screen there, Ray. Tackle plan. Chuks Okorafor and Caden Wallace for left tackle and right tackle Mike Onwenu, who we just said played right guard last week and is scheduled to play right guard this week. Scheduled depth, Calvin Anderson and Vidarian Lowe. We're going to have to scrap Vidarian Lowe in this one because he is the savior.
He did well. He did well.
Clean sheet last week. Chuks flat out quit. Caden Wallace couldn't transition from right to left, is now an IR. They moved Big Mike into guard because they needed guards. Now their tackles are low, and a guy they signed off another team's practice squad literally did not try to acquire an experienced starting tackle for the season. Verdict?
Fail.
Jacoby Brissett plan. He blows. Verdict?
Fail.
Sit Drake Maye, let him develop. Every other contingency before failed miserably, leaving the only option to throw Maye out there in an attempt to save the season. Verdict?
Fail.
Add it to the other three teams with rookie quarterbacks. This is what you've described already, Bobby. They came into the with their rookie quarterbacks, expecting them to play week one, got them ramped up in the preseason, and now they've taken their lumps to the first quarter of the season. They look okay. Elliott Wolf as czar of football operations. Please see all above plans. Verdict?
Fail.
Robert Kraft saves the team from big bad Bill Belichick. Verdict?
Fail.
You're going to say scary stuff. Basically, if Drake Maye does not work this season, it's complete and total waste. It will have set the team back significantly and will be very, very bad for a long, long time, like my dong. That's my dong?
I guess
Damn
you're right. So,
I Ron Burgundy.
Oh, you Ron Burgundy yourself. Yeah. Well done.
Fuck. I'm Ron Burgundy? So there you go. That's where we're at. The Drake Maye era begins in a full-on panicked MayeDay from the New England Patriots. See you on Sunday. Headlines with the obvious one.
We'll be watching, though. That's all that matters.
That's right.
Thank you.
Fucking go.
Thank you, Richard. It's going to be May, as Richard just said. Drake Maye will get his first NFL start Sunday at 1 p.m. at Gillette Stadium when he takes on the Houston Texans, 4-1 Houston Texans, that are favored by 7 points. Jabril Peppers has been put on the commissioner exempt list, meaning he is barred from team activities and being in the facility, aka his career is over. The New York Jets, along with Aaron Rodgers, has fired the head coach Robert Saleh. In 3 seasons with the Jets, Saleh went 20-36. The Boston Bruins opened up the 2024 season with an L. They went down to Florida, watched the Panthers raise that Stanley Cup banner, then proceeded to get their doors blown in, losing 6-4. Only if there was an $8.25 billion goalie that could have played. Score update: Bruins up 3-2 against the Montreal Canadiens. The New York Mets are on the first team to move into the championship series as they took down the Philadelphia Phillies 4-1 to win that series. And finally, prayers up for Florida as Milton destroys Tropicana Field, ripping through the roof right off the stadium. This has been Headlines with the Obvious One. Back to you there, Richard.
Thank you.
I need to learn to update that.
Yeah, I've been saying that for about a year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's move on. We didn't even talk about the Peppers thing.
Yeah, well,
we talked about it last week, but I hated Mayo's comments.
We hit it on the snapshot.
Fucking hypocrisy. Just real quick, I'll run a blog about this. We don't have to do it on the show, but yes or no? Is Mayo's bumbling and hypocrisy at the mic? Is that I'll say the word majority. Is that a majority because he has been cucked out of power and he's just trying to? He's being puppet mastered in every way. Like if he would just given his druthers and just given power, would we hear a more concise message from him?
No, I think he's an idiot and he's just faking it. Unfortunately, when people like you or me fake it, we don't get held accountable to shit we said 2 fucking months ago because nobody gives a fuck what we say. But if we had everything we said fucking recorded and then jackasses like us putting it back in our face, we'd look dumb too.
Yeah, to be fair, we do have everything recorded once a week.
That's fair, but no one's put it back in our face yet, so we're good.
Yeah.
Bring it on, assholes.
Yeah, hit that subscribe button and come back every week and shove it in our face, please.
Or your mother's ass.
Or your mother's ass. Shove it right there. All right, let's do this. Let's go 10 questions around the NFL in 10 minutes. Bobby, you're up.
Okay, Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix win again. Probability tells you Drake Maye's going to blow, right?
No, I think he's going to be fine.
I'm just going by the math. Usually, not all the rookie quarterbacks are good. One of them has to suck.
Let me just take this opportunity to say, fuck you, Ray. Toot, Bo Nix. They should have traded back, took that kid at the 16th pick, whatever.
And then if Spencer Rattler wins,
there we go. That's the one I was waiting for.
So happy about that.
That's the one that's going to suck, Bobby, right there. That's the one.
My guy Spencer's going to light it up.
Spencer Rattler walked in his fucking basement right now. He wouldn't know who he was.
If Spencer Rattler walked in my basement, I'd be able to give you the gay check and let you know if it's worth it or not. That's how hot I am for Spencer Rattler. That kid's got moxie. I would have taken him in the second round. Take your left tackle, take your wide receiver, get your Rattler, put him on the bench. Should have listened to me to begin with, but Bo knows, you son of a bitch. Told you.
More surprising 1 or 4 team: Jags, Rams, Bengals.
Bengals. Top 5 quarterback. 1-4. Lost to the Patriots.
I did lose to the Patriots.
Joe Burrow's a lesbian.
He's transitioning. Oh, and they did. They got dominated that game. Actually, we were so fucking hyped. We thought we were good.
Again, we're getting new listeners, so just to go back 4 years ago, Ray made a bet with me and Bob and Bill that Joe Burrow would be a top 5 quarterback within 5 years in the league, and this was the bet.
This is year 5.
I went against that, which was not a Joe Burrow bet; it was a Cincinnati Bengals bet, and anybody should have taken that bet from the begin with. And look, it's close. I'll give you, it's close. The kid's good, but the Bengals are ruining him. They've ruined him every year. Can he make it through this season? Let's see. Let's wait and see. 1-4.
Have the Cowboys turned a corner after a gritty win against Pittsburgh?
No. It's the Cowboys, baby. Did you see what CD Lamb said to Dak Prescott, his quarterback? Subpar throw, bro. Subpar throw. That's all you need to hear from your star wide receiver to your star quarterback.
Yeah, they've turned every corner they've turned every year into mediocrity, and then they'll turn it back into shit stain as soon as the playoffs get here, or any attempt at getting to the playoffs.
Yep.
I agree. Front-running pussies. Will the Lakers actually let LeBron and his kid play in a real NBA game?
Yep, because LeBron runs that team, and so whatever he wants, he's going to get until he gets by the charges against Diddy, because there's no party like a Diddy party.
You ain't catching Bron. You ain't catching
Bron. Fucking Bron's going to be going to jail, and he's going to be putting that KY jelly all over his butt cheeks. Guaranteed.
The NBA is a $10 billion franchise. Mostly about LeBron. They ain't letting him. You ain't getting LeBron. It's a long season. Bronny will play with Bron. It'll happen.
It is a sickening thing. Will the Pats go 1-16?
No.
Yep.
I agree. No. They would, even if
it's hard to go 1-16.
That's real hard.
It's hard to lose 16 games in a row. It's extremely hard to lose 16 games in a row. Injuries happen. The Jets
what are you saying the Patriots are now? The Cleveland Browns, who've done it?
They might. I'm not saying that the odds are they won't.
Really hard to do.
It's very hard to do, but they could do it.
They could have done it if it was last year and there was no other, like Drake Maye wasn't there. If you had a Mac Jones situation with Jacoby Brissett, way bigger odds on the table. Drake Maye increases those just through his athleticism, like we've talked about. No, like 1-16 it would be the first team to ever do it, obviously, and they won't. They've got enough.
Losing 16 in a row happens about as much as winning 16 in a row happens. They're about equally as probable.
We've done that before too.
They might. I mean, they might. They're right now. They could come out. Maybe not against Houston, but they can come out 2 weeks from now. Jags and game
in London? Oh fuck yeah!
Jags and Titans, and they could put up mid-20s and just look like a decent team. They look like a decent team the first 2 weeks of the season. They're not losing 16 straight. It's not happening.
Thank God. We're going to get to win again. Yes. The dead internet theory. Is it right?
You fucking asshole! You made me go down that rabbit hole. And
I
yes,
didn't look
know
it
what
up
the
on
dead internet
purpose.
theory
I
is.
don't know what it is. I want Ray to explain it to me.
Basically that the internet is just a bunch of like robots, pretty much. That like it's AI. Everything's AI. So like anything that you comment on, it's not like someone else commenting on it back to you. It's like an AI generated thing. And
That
basically,
the internet is no longer about human to human interaction or human generated content. That all of the vast 98% of the internet is all bot generated nonsense.
There's something like Twitter proved it was 80% bots.
Well, remember when Twitter used to just go through and like get rid of all their bots on there? Like you'd have like all these followers, and then you'd go the next day after they got rid of the bots.
And that was
you'd,
just Twitter,
see-
not even like every other
not everything
website and
else.
every other.
Yes,
format.
I think there's probably credence to that, but I think the boomers on Facebook put a big dent in that theory.
You know who else puts a big dent in that theory? Us.
Emma's ass?
We're going to spam the shit out of that internet, okay?
Yeah, we're on the internet right now.
Or
That alone
we're going to
is-
get bots to do it for us, and you won't fucking know.
Or
the
an
difference.
intern. Or an intern.
I think the
Both.
internet
We should get both.
Yeah.
a large amount of bots, but not totally.
Yeah, we should look into bots.
We should definitely do some bots.
Yeah,
And
we
some,
should
We have a meeting at 10 a.m. on Monday. That's my first question.
we're going to sell data.
bots.
via
Excuse me,
bots.
Frenchie. Thoughts on bots?
And he'll be like, if you were listening in the first meeting, I am no longer a part of this.
Yeah, he's out. Sold us a bill of goods and he's fucking gone.
Yeah, very good.
He was definitely playing Fortnite when we were having a meeting.
He wasn't
I was looking
really
at his glasses. I'm like,
he
what
wasn't
fucking
really
video game?
paying
I'm like, he's playing a fucking video game, that son of a bitch.
Take it till you make it. I don't hate it.
Oh.
I drive a Lincoln.
Speaking of cunts, Juju goes 7 for 130 with a 50-yard catch. What the fuck happened there?
Yeah, we suck.
This is a Patriots problem.
That's a Patriots problem.
And it speaks to Mahomes. Mahomes is very fucking good. Mahomes is very good. Juju still is Juju. His didn't move. Okay, what do you got here? Patrick Mooney, my friend
What is
sells
this
such creates
manifesto?
domains. All right, take this off. I don't give a shit. Become bot ad sites that
What do you
generate.
mean
Oh,
block
my
him?
friend.
Block him.
There's another fucking my friend. This
What the fuck
this
is your
a
cousin
bot.
get internet up there?
I don't know. I'm not reading this. Take this off screen. My friend. Like this is
My friend.
yeah. Fucking routers.com. My friend told me that the fucking
My friend.
Where's
you know
the-
what he
where
did? He
is
put
the-
me in the woods, and then he told me to put my
how
pants
has the
down.
fake hurricane not come up yet? How is that?
His name's still.
How has Rob Manfred's fake hurricane not come up yet?
Hey, they need
Destroyed
a new
Tropicana
ballpark in
Field.
Tampa Bay. They're
They're
gonna
going
get it
back
now.
to Montreal. Next thing you see, they're going to sign a deal from Montreal.
How much time until John Morant flashes a gat on camera again? This is my Colorado gat.
Let's see.
It might be a while. I'll give
Christmas.
him. I'll
He's
give
gonna
him
have
a
a really
couple
bad
years.
Christmas. No, give him.
There's
Christmas.
no way he doesn't fuck up this year.
Yeah,
This
Christmas.
year, I don't know. He's got a lot of money on the line. I think people.
He's also really dumb.
Yeah, I'll give. You can. I'll take the over. You're gonna give 1 year this season.
Hmm.
I'll take the over on that.
Give me this year. He makes some sort of a mistake, finds
Okay.
himself suspended again.
Timestamp. Write that down in your little stupid notebook right there.
Got it. Bobby's an idiot.
Thank you.
I think he drew another dick. Jets fire Salah. Adams trade next.
Play the clip.
As far as any of the ridiculous allegations out there, I'm not going to spend more than one sentence in response to it, and that is that I resent any of those accusations because they're patently false. And it's interesting the amount of power that people think that I have, which I don't. But I love Robert, and it was one of those days yesterday.
So yesterday, thank you for saying all that. And obviously, they'll take something you said there and chop it up and then say,
Oh yeah, for sure.
to kind of thing. That's the world we're in. Journalistic standards.
I don't care.
Respect.
You're a cunt. You're a cunt.
Douchebag. I mean, just Kyrie level douchebag.
I didn't have any part of that bullshit. You didn't.
This question should have read Rodgers fires Salah. Adams trade next. I don't know. Give me a second before we get to that because this whole firing saga thing is awesome. Obviously, Rodgers had everything to do with it. But then the headlines that came out, most of this from Fox News, which I just think is funny. Jets owner Woody Johnson says he fired Robert Saleh one day after meeting with Aaron Rodgers. Robert Saleh was wearing a Lebanese flag and a sweatshirt in the London game. People believe that played a factor in Jets firing. One of the radio hosts says Saleh wore his Lebanese flag in the past as part of the NFL campaign, but some social media users were not happy with it. And the NFL rumors go on to say Woody Johnson did not consult the Jets GM or any staff before firing Robert Saleh, but he did meet with Aaron Rodgers, and he didn't like the fact that he was sporting a Lebanese flag there, which is he's Muslim. And is he Lebanese? I don't know. That's where he's from. Thank God for the Jets. As a New England Patriots fan, thank fucking God for the Jets. Shalom.
Thank God for the Jets and the Dolphins. They're both equally as a dumpster fire.
Yeah, Devontae Adams will not go to the Jets. They can't get their shit together. He'll go, I don't know, somewhere else.
There's a mystery team. I wonder what the mystery team is. If it's fucking Kansas City, I'm going to be fucking pissed.
It is Kansas City, but the Raiders won't trade him to him. Or so they say, unless they move it to a first-round pick.
Oh, then they'll fucking definitely do it.
Yeah, I don't think they have one, though. I think they traded their first to get Xavier Worthy. I think they moved. Anyway, whatever.
They have no fucking money. How do the fuck they have that money?
It's all fake money. It's fake money.
Fake money. Again, shalom. Last one.
Does the Patriots meltdown make Belichick look better or worse?
Looks like a king. He looks like a goat. He's fucking amazing. If he fucking could keep this shit together for 20 plus years and not have Jonathan and Robert down his fucking throat, making everything look like shit. Yeah, he looks like a king.
No,
kind of feels that way.
Nope. On the surface, that's true, but it's revisionist history. Go back to last year. Last year was the same shit. It was the same exact debacle. Same exact shit. They lost 6-0 to the Colts or whatever. Like they lost to the Giants with some guy named DeVito throwing the ball. They lost to the Commanders. It was the same exact mistakes and just as bad offensive performance. And Belichick had a head start with coming off the Brady era with good talent, and he threw it all away because he's an asshole. No, I don't think it makes it look better. I think they are two different things. Belichick left this team with a pile of shit, okay? He left them in a unbelievably bad way and was forced out of here because how poorly he mismanaged it. Malcontent mismanaged it. No, he gets no credit for that. Does not make him look better. He fucked this team and his franchise over on his way out the door.
True.
Power move.
Bitch. Thanks for the championships, though, and congrats on the 24-year-old girlfriend. Quick break.
Let's go, boys. Week 6 power rankings. Dr. Big Mac. Rich is actually giving me some time to talk about this, which is very nice because I write a blog every week, giving my power rankings on the NFL, the top 10. Let's get into it. And at first, I would like to have an honorable mention because every week the Steelers have been on there, and I get to throw this out there. Miss Amanda Vance. She's my thirst trap queen. I throw that out there. So this will probably be the last time we see Amanda Vance on here because the Steelers suck. They're back to being the shitbag franchise that they're supposed to be. They're 3-2. We'll never see her again. So take one more glance, boys.
Those bangs are terrible. Bangs are out. Get that shit out of here.
Oh, she's fucking.
She has bangs.
Yeah, I didn't even see bangs. I didn't see the bangs. But
in fact, we've interviewed Amanda Vance twice. Go back to our archives and check it out. Amanda Vance on better.com. Is that
no? I think she's.
No, it's AmandaVance.something.com. She has her own site.
She has her own site. She has a new boyfriend, and she just is throwing out thirst traps.
She's a handicapper, and
yeah, she makes me handicapping my fucking pants.
Okay, all right.
Anywho's all right.
That's why he's not going to do the old 2-dick test.
No, because I just like boobies and butts. At number 10, I have the Denver Broncos at 3-2. Bo Nix, who would have thought the Broncos, they were supposed to be the worst team in the NFL along with the Patriots. The Denver Broncos are now 3-2. They are at number 10 in my power rankings, boys. What do you think about that?
Doesn't feel right.
Doesn't feel right. Yeah, no, I don't.
Well, if this doesn't feel right, you're not going to like anything else coming up from here, because at number 9, I have the Bears, another rookie quarterback, and Caleb Williams loading up with weapons. He has receivers. He has a running back. He doesn't have a line, but he's making it work down there in Chicago. Caleb Williams has shown signs of being a rookie, but yet they still pull it out. Let's see how Caleb does in jolly old England this week, but I have them making the top 10 for the first time at number 9 this week. Boys?
Doesn't feel right.
No, I don't like the Bears. I don't like Caleb Williams. Look, I get it. It's this week, so recency bias, and I'm going off long-term recency bias that I don't trust the Bears or the Broncos. But they have had some good wins. Caleb Williams looked fucking terrible the first 2 weeks. I don't know. It's all matchup dependent. Let's see what he does. I don't like it. Doesn't feel right. Sucks.
At number 8, I have the Dallas Cowboys, a.k.a. America's team. They're over 500 for the first time. Well, not the first time, but CeeDee Lamb is calling out his quarterback on the sideline, saying that's a subpar throw, bro. They barely beat the Steelers on Sunday Night Football. Their coach is on the hot seat. There's a coach named Bill Belichick licking his chops to get back in the NFL. So much drama in Dallas, and I see this spiraling out of control, but they are at number 8 right now. Boys?
Seems right. Sure.
Yeah, Cowboys need to be there. Probably too high. I'd probably slot them in at 10, but yeah, lower third. You're on the right track.
All right, thank you. The Atlanta Falcons, you go out there and you throw for 500 yards, Kirk Cousins. That's a franchise record, and he has 4 TDs on Thursday Night Football, win over a divisional rival, Tampa Bay. Week after week, this team continues to get better and a clear-cut favorite in the NFC South, who is reeling right now. Boys?
I think a little bit lower, but yeah, they deserve to be in the top 10. They won 3 in a row.
Sucks.
All right. Number 6, I have the 3-2 Baltimore Ravens and Miss Stacy Keibler. If you remember her, she's got legs and she knows how to use them. Like the Falcons, the Ravens have gotten better after 2 shitty losses to start the season. They are using Derrick Henry more and Lamar Jackson with the play action to his advantage. Defense is the only thing that needs to get a little better, but the AFC North is theirs for the taking. Boys, who stays at Keibler? Fuck you, Vine. Do you know? Did you never fucking masturbated when you were a fucking child? Jesus
I've
Christ.
never seen her in my life. No, I had sex with your mother.
Boom, bingo, bango. Hand jobs early. She was a little bit prude first. Oh, she was teaching. The curator of Sput strikes again on the Dr. Big Mac, and I like it, Ray. This is way too low for the Ravens. The Ravens might be the best team in football. And what do you have at 6? You're an idiot.
They're 3-2. They're 3-2.
Yeah, they might be the best team in football.
All right, at number 5, I have the Detroit Lions. They were on a bye week, so I had them last week at number 4, but they move up. They have to go back. It's not their fault they were on a bye week, but they didn't play anyone, so they're still in the top 5. I think they're the 5th best team in the NFL, regardless.
The bye week gets you knocked down. This is classic Big Mac power rankings. The Ravens are at 6, and the Lions get knocked down because they didn't play, but they're still ahead of the Ravens.
It's college football. I know you hate college football, but that's what happens in college football. You don't play,
that's why
you get knocked out. That's why it's
so
dumb. Yep, thank you.
This is the Simple Mind Sports Show, and if they're taking notes from us, fucking congrats.
At number 4, I have the Washington Commanders.
You just fucking shush me?
Yeah, I did. I thought for sure the Commanders were going to be a one-trick pony. Joke's on me. The team has been figuring it out with a fucking rookie quarterback. Jaden Daniels looked like part of the franchise quarterback that his team drafted at number 2. They're dominating. Ownership should throw a buttload of money at Cliff Kingsbury so they don't lose him this offseason because the Commanders are for real.
Yep, too high. You're going
too high. 4-1. They're 4-1.
Too high. They're the. I think they're the.
They haven't played anybody. They've just beat a bunch of losers.
I think they have the worst.
It's the NFL. It's the NFL. All you got to do is win on Sundays, baby.
Well, this is the Dr. Big
Never mind. I'm sold.
Not going to argue your
Thank
criteria.
You,
Ravens are too low. These are too high. You're off the rails. See if you can bring it back together.
What's up, brother? The Houston Texans, baby. They are the hope in the AFC to dethrone the Kansas City Chiefs. They are young enough and have that swagger where they just don't know what they're going up against. They can go to the kingdom and fucking take down Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Since the Patriots blow donkey dick, I am pushing for the Texans to come out of the AFC.
Texans aren't beating the Chiefs, so keep your hopes up, but that's not happening. This is fine. Sure, they look good.
I think you got this one right. You nailed it.
Thank you. At number 2, I have the Minnesota Vikings. They are the one of 2 undefeated teams in the NFL. And like I said earlier, a win is a win. Sam Darnold played his worst game of the season, but they traveled back home from London, still undefeated. And in my rankings, if you are undefeated, you deserve the respect, even if it was bad.
Too low. Vikings are number 1 for me, honestly. I'll give you that.
Ooh.
I think the Chiefs, their defense is leading them. That should not, penalize them, but they've escaped some games that they probably shouldn't have. If you want to go down the conspiracy theory of the NFL is rigging games for them, feel free. I think the Vikings are the best team overall on both sides of the ball right now.
Ooh,
and all that
Brian Flores has that defense humming.
Yep.
But when you're the champs, you have to be dethroned. You're 5-0 right now. So you know what? The Chiefs are number 1. They will be number 1 until they lose a game. So you know what, NFL? Someone beat the fucking Chiefs.
Yeah, I don't hate that as number 1. You gotta dethrone to get number 1. So very good. We're late. Quick break.
We bring the boom. That's what we do. We bring the boom. We bring the boom to you. We bring the boom. We bring the boom to everyone. We bring the boom. Your favorite father and son.
Every afternoon on your FYP.
We'll be bringing the boom around the.
Don't ever put that on there again.
Just
that sickened me.
So if you're listening on the podcast, you just what is it you just played that you're laughing about?
I bring the boom.
Yeah, we heard it.
Did that cut out the Kill Tony segment? You son of a bitch!
It made Rich very mad. He watched 4 seconds of it. I sent it the other day because it's a father-son combo. They go to Costco's and eat chocolate chip cocoa cookies at Costco, and they're like fucking famous for it. Send it to Rich. He got very angry. I hope he had diarrhea in his car in his Malibu. Oh, excuse me, Lincoln.
Thank you.
Yep, on his way to work.
I did get immediately mad. I watched 4 seconds and just knew. I immediately regretted it. I knew I was going to be angry when I clicked it. Just like there's no context when Ray sends this shit. It's just like, have you ever seen this? No. Like, should I? Fine, I'll click it. God fucking damn it! Why did I click it? You're an asshole. This was stupid. There's no point to this whatsoever. It has nothing to do with us or the show, like anything. It's not funny. It's just annoying.
These people are millionaires from this fucking guy.
I don't give a shit. Why do I care?
I don't ever want to see that again.
The internet is full.
No,
it's just full of bots.
No,
Ray. No more. Let's see if we can do this in 90 seconds or left, okay? Because we're
Bruins? What are we doing? Bruins?
Late as always. Yeah, Bruins.
Okay.
6-4 against the Panthers. That team owns you. That team owns the Bruins.
They are our daddies.
Kachuk baiting Frederick, Sam Bennett running the goalie, nothing happened. Reinhardt, Verhage just dominating. The $8 million goalie, and when we have time, we'll talk about the Bruins caving, just getting their doors blown in by Jeremy Swayman and his dickhead agent for 8 years, $8.25 million. That's annoying in itself, but the fact that they fucked around with that all training camp, and then he couldn't be there on night 1 to watch Corpuscello give up 6 goals, like he couldn't see the puck, like he was playing with his eyes closed.
That first period was fucking atrocious. Like anything that they put on net was fucking going in pretty much.
Well, he sucked, but also that big decor that they invested in, that they're all excited about. Their first three goals, the Panthers had at least 3 guys behind the decor on the net, burying in pucks on the rebound. And Montgomery said it. Montgomery went too far. He said Corpuscello played great. He wasn't the problem. They were putting in pucks to the inside net. Corpuscello sucks. That dude fucking blows. He can't see the puck. He sucks. All right. But Montgomery did have a point. They were getting pushed around in front of the net. They weren't beating guys to the spots. They're just watching the puck. It was atrocious. I mean, it was fucking atrocious.
the offseason, they were supposed to be like at size because they were getting pushed around by the Florida Panthers, who are now is their rival, apparently. They were going to be the big bad Bruins, but not like the fighting type. They're just going to be able to body you around. I didn't see any of that the first period. They didn't take till like the middle of the second period to wake up and be like, oh shit, all right, I guess we got to start playing. This is like the real season.
Yeah, I mean, it's game one. Let's not overreact. Swayman's in net. What's the score? 3-2?
5-2 Bruins.
5-2 Bruins. Canadians suck, so they should own that. They should be a good team. They should be okay. But still, their top line, their top six is too thin. Coyle, Marchand, and Geeky are your second line. I mean, what do you expect to do with that? Where's the young talent? They're still sending guys. Who's the young Swede right winger that they tried to bring up last year? They bring it up. Lysel.
Oh,
where's Lysel? This has been the
middle of the season when someone gets hurt. That's what happens all the time. He comes.
Where was Pasta in game one when they needed a lift? Well, you know what I think about Pasternak. It's a long hockey season, Bobby. We've got the butthole tattoo on the line now, so I expect you to get Nesson 360. Whatever you need to do, you need to invest in the Bruins. Jeremy Swayman needs to lead this team to a cup, and Raymond needs to get a butthole tattoo. That alone, if you're not a Bruins fan, should make you a Bruins fan. That you're welcome, Nesson.
If my viewership helps push Raymond towards the gay lifestyle that he so deserves, I would be happy to do so.
I don't know if butthole tattoos are necessarily within the gay lifestyle, but it fits the narrative a little bit, and I'm for it, and that's fine. Swayman wins a cup. Ray gets a butthole tattoo. Let's go.
And the tattoo artist gets pink eye.
Yeah, nothing but farts. Nothing but poo sprays there. There you go. Long hockey season, but certainly want to touch on that first game. Disappointing, but it looks like game two, a little bit of a bounce back here. 2 goals for Swayman. Look, Swayman's got an uphill battle to climb for me, and I think probably a lot of people in New England, the way that he handled himself in these negotiations.
Bruins are different. Bruins fans are different than like Celtics fans. Like, they're meaner than Celtics fans. So
yeah, there's still a lot of these fucking snowflakes out there, though. We need Swayman. Just listen, go back and listen to last week's episode when we played you, Swayman, talking on that podcast, how he took fucking business classes in Maine and how he's smarter than the rest of the league.
He educated himself, a.k.a. his agent told him, don't worry, buddy, it's going to be okay.
Yep,
any dickhead who says I educated myself, I know what to do. Like, just cringe, man. Just shut the fuck up. Say, I want to play hockey. I want to play hockey for the Boston Bruins. I'm here to win cups. We'll love you forever. Just shut up. Just shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ.
It's like hanging a fantasy football championship from 2014 back in your office.
Suck it, Ray. Beat you in that one. Quick break.
Are we doing Simplest Minds or you want to do pooping and pondering?
Quick break! Very nice, Raymond.
No.
That's some real good MS Paint work right there.
That wasn't MS Paint. That's Canvas, baby.
Sure was. How'd you cut the faces out?
Ask your mother.
Okay. Here we go. I'm real excited for this one. This is a classic Dr. Big Mac's Big Brain session. And this is somewhere along the line of pooping and pondering. You were pooping and you came up with this thought. Generally, you're high and you come up with these thoughts and we talk about them. And when you're high, these thoughts are way more in depth and it takes a while to get through it. And there's some interesting conversations around it.
Bill's a real cunt about this.
Well, you're might be retarded. Please.
All I want to know is this world's been around for thousands of years. Where's the fucking all the leaves go? That's why I asked this. I said, where'd all the leaves go? And then apparently it's a fertilizer and it goes back in the ground. Well, why isn't there 6 feet of fucking leaves out there that we're just fucking rummaging through? Like, where does all the fucking leaves go?
Beautiful. Simplest minds of the week, right?
Oh, back to school to prove to Dad that I'm not a fool.
I will say, I don't know if you can tell by looking at me, I do have family members with Down syndrome. It almost got me. I dodged it, but it nicked me. A bit of a day walker myself.
Are you stupid or something? I'm as stupid as a stupid does.
Yeah, where are all the leaves? All the leaves are brown.
And I fucked your mother.
And your butthole is too. Simplest minds of the week. We're gonna start with Lieutenant Dan. Lieutenant.
20-foot storm surge.
It can be 120. It doesn't matter. The boat floats. The boat will go up with the water and down with the water.
Can we please get you into a hotel?
No.
Everybody's been asking, man. We got to get you off this thing.
There's a guy named Lieutenant Dan in Tampa on a fucking boat this big, the boat this fucking big. They told him to get up out of there. He somehow he ain't gonna leave because his boat float.
I'm not stupid, okay? Nobody's saying I hear you telling me that it's supposed to be right back, but you know what I'm telling you? I don't give a fuck.
Tomorrow morning, it's mandatory.
So I know that God didn't bring me this far. So something happened to me.
So you went through the leak.
Yeah, right here.
You were on the boat during what was that?
You're
not worried at all and everything's going to be all right?
I'm not worried because my life, this is nothing compared to what I've been through, so this doesn't scare me. I'm going to be fine because I'm in a boat that floats. That's the wind going to pick up, but my anchor is tied to the dock. I'm not going to go anywhere.
Lieutenant Dan said that God put him there and that anyone telling him to leave is not of God.
Lieutenant Dan is leaving the boat. This is serious chat. The Lieutenant Dan of TikTok has opted to evacuate his boat. As of a few minutes ago, he is now trying to get the word out. Hey, I need a place to stay.
No, nobody bought me a hotel.
No? Okay. But you don't want a hotel room?
No, I do. I will take a hotel room so we can get me a hotel room.
What about an Airbnb?
I'll go anywhere.
Okay.
You can get me there. I have no transportation. I have no car. My only transportation is that boat.
So if someone can find you a place to stay by tomorrow, you would go?
Yes.
Okay.
Lieutenant Dan.
Bobby, you've been big on Lieutenant Dan. You've been following the story. What do you think of Lieutenant Dan?
It's unfortunate he survived.
Did you see the fucking video though of him in the middle of the fucking hurricane?
No, do you have it?
You call this a storm? Oh, you son of a bitch! Oh! It's time for a showdown! You and me! I'm right here! Come and get me!
Touche,
He
Raymond.
set that up so well. Oh, do you have it?
Excellent, excellent. My immediate thought was he didn't have it. He just brought it up and then didn't bring a clip. And nope, it set me up. Hook,
Yeah,
line,
he did.
sinker.
He got you.
Good for him. So he's still going strong. It's hard not to like Lieutenant Dan. Look at that pick. Look at him.
Hey, it's fine.
Popping out of his head, popping out of his hole.
Yeah,
Good
he's
for
fine.
him.
Yeah.
So he did leave his boat though.
Oh, he left his boat. Yeah.
Was he?
Come on, man. Stick to the principles.
Yep.
Down with the ship.
Yep.
Down with the ship, Lieutenant Dan. There you go. Other than that, you guys failed to get me anything good. So we had Belichick edition here. Can you get that?
I gave
And
you
another time he picked David Ben, who was a long snapper, because he was dating Pamela Anderson, and Bill thought the players would like seeing Pamela at the pool in Hawaii. She didn't come, but that's a cool Belichick story.
So anyway, first practice, which is like nothing. You just kind of like stretch, you mess around a little bit, and you walk off the field. I'm coming off, and I'm walking by Bill, and he looks at me, and he goes, "Hey, where's your girlfriend?" And I said, "Oh, Pam, she didn't come out." He goes, "Remind me why the I invited you out here then?" And he gave me this deadpan look. And I thought he was kidding, but he didn't crack a smile. And then I was like, wait, he's serious? Is he kidding? I just walked off like I couldn't figure it out. Like,
you didn't say anything back to him?
I think I just laughed it off. And I was like, wait, what? You really wanted me to bring Pam. Shit. Should I call her? Should I call her right now?
You get that
Oh,
guy
God
off
damn
the
it! I can't.
goddamn
No,
screen?
hold on. Keep talking.
Lieutenant Dan's just in our
There
stream.
you go. There you
Thank you. Two things from this. First of all, if we had that Belichick, he'd still be coaching the team. He would have beat Shula. We'd be chasing division titles. That Belichick was prime Belichick. Second thought, Pam Anderson dated long snappers?
That was like when she was falling off the face of the world.
Yeah, she was probably.
Have you seen her
a
lately?
little strung out at that point.
She's no Amanda Vance.
If my wiener knew what I do now, it would not have jerked off to her a long time ago.
That might be the first time that's ever been said on the internet. All right, this is the Belichick segment. Give me the next one.
Big first half for Kelsey. Too big. Too big.
One more time for anybody that's just listening.
Taylor Swift shows up on the fucking screen, and Bill Belichick, his media thing is, ugh.
So I'll just play it after I explain it. Bill Belichick is on the Manning cast with Peyton and Eli, and the first thing they bring up Taylor Swift on the screen, and here's Belichick's reaction. Thank you. Okay.
Big first half for Kelsey. Too big. Too big.
Ugh. Ugh. This fucking bitch again. Jesus Christ.
Oh God. I like Peyton and Eli's reaction. Just
They're like
that.
trying like, oh fuck, what do we do? Do we laugh? Do we not laugh?
Holding in the laugh.
Yeah.
Do you see the part 2 where Belichick was accusing Peyton of pumping crowd noise in when he was in Indianapolis?
Oh yeah, and then
That
Jim
was funny.
Irsay has came out and said that's bullshit.
Yeah, of course he did. That was Belichick was ribbing him, and they were going back and forth.
He was like, then the noise would skip. It would.
Yeah, that was funny. There you go. I want to try something new tonight, as a lot of our talk is what people would deem as potentially negative. I would say constructively criticism, with some laughs in between, and we'll call this the wholesome happy hour. With this nice fine boy giving you something to feel good about in a world that is surrounded by nothing but pain and negativity. Yeah. If you're listening, go subscribe on YouTube. It's worth it just for the end, the last 10 seconds of the show. That kid's great. That should make you feel good. If Drake Maye coming in week 6 to get his ass blown out doesn't make you feel good, and Ray testing out the gay doesn't make you feel good, that kid will. Okay,
That kid would definitely make you feel good.
We are here to make a difference, and we just did it with those final 10 seconds. This has been the Tim Mind Sports Show, Friday Rewind, Thursday, October 10th. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Marty! You've got to come back with me! Where? Back to the future!
There's no deal. Go
Fine.
No deal.
Gotta add a solution there.
All right, we're live. Go.
Okay, so a couple bad days all around, and the summation of this for Ray is if he enjoyed the taste of wiener, he'd just go full gay.
Fuck yeah.
That would solve a lot of your problems.
I mean, my first question is, how does he know he doesn't like it?
That's true.
True, I've never tried it.
Well,
Louis C.K. had a great bit
put your money where your mouth is.
about just doing the second half gay. Like, who knows? Maybe it'll be good.
I mean, if
I've already got the divorce, I've got the kids. Like, man, let's do the second half gay.
I mean,
we could try it.
What would be the worst thing that could happen?
He's like, I tried two. He's like, I tried two. One, you don't know. Two, you can make a decision.
So I have to do two guys in order to figure out if I like it or not?
Yeah. I think you should, Ray, and I think you should report back.
That's true, because one is just like an aberration, but two, know that you like it or not.
Yeah, for sure.
Make sure they're different. So like one, like the type of guy you think you would like, and then the second one just out of left field.
Yeah. Or you could just spend a full day at Case Studies / Diddy's house / freak off and
watch
figure
your
that
mouth.
out.
Watch your mouth. Hi, Finley. Hey, how's Mummy's car?
Hi, Finley.
What happened to Mummy's car?
It's dead.
Yeah, it's dead.
Uh-huh.
That's
Okay.
good. At least you still have reliable daycare, I assume.
How was
that true?
daycare today?
Was daycare good?
Who'd you play with?
That's fantastic.
Okay. Not your sister?
Yes, it is.
All right. All right. Say hello. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Go get your
Okay.
ginger ale.
What?
Damn it, Raymond. Go get one. You can have one sip. Hurry up.
Ooh, one sip.
Son of a bitch, Raymond.
There you go.
Well,
diabetes doesn't mean you have to give it to children.
yeah, seriously. Quit spreading it, okay?
It has heart disease too, just so you know.
Yeah. You've gained heart disease and diabetes and lost the gallbladder, and now you're trying to spread the misery.
Spread the word. Spread the wealth, baby.
Why don't you do that with the GA wine that we were talking about? See if it's, let us know if it's working.
Yeah, I will. I'll have to report back to you. I just don't think I can get over the mouth thing. Back guy.
Yeah, well, speaking of
to do that, you could be approved.
just like is that good?
With a big sip.
Speaking of GAY, what do you say we start the show? Sunlight Sports Show, where we talk all things Boston sports. Big show today, boys. Lots to get to. Lots to get to.